Love her as I would were I here, and ensure that she is in receipt of all that is due to her as a child of mine.
Do you have in mind my position?
That is simply impossible.
What is right can never be impossible.
Hi, I'm Maria Evrenos. You're watching The Fan Carpet, and today we're at the Southbank Centre for the premiere of Belle.
An absolute no-brainer. I'd known about the painting for such a long time, and I just thought, why don't we know about Dido? As you know, as a community and as a nation, it's part of our cultural heritage in the UK. And I really thought it was so refreshing to see a mixed-race heroine in the lead of a period drama, and not playing a slave, not in a brutalised, subservient role, but as an articulate, inspiring woman who sort of grows into herself. So I thought there was so much to the story that was exciting, and the fact that it had this sort of Jane Austen romantic drama, but also, you know, this very true sort of grounding context of slave trade running underneath the main romantic story. I thought that was a wonderful balance.
I'm Sarah Gadon, and I play Elizabeth Murray in Belle. She is the sister cousin of Dido. They grow up together, and they spend the movie finding themselves and finding the men that they want to be with.
No, I'm not. I'm playing the other guy. I'm playing I'm playing the I'm the sort of romantic lead. Well, no, I'm not. So there's a romantic lead, and I'm the other guy who I am her original fiance, who then she rejects. So I'm the other guy. I get the show.
Because you were there originally, so I mean, it's
Hey, I think we should rewrite the film, and I should be the romantic. Yeah. That'd be lovely. But no, I get the show. He's a really interesting character. I mean, he's particularly interesting because he's the product of the times. You know, he really represents the views of the period. He's not particularly old school or right wing for the period. He is a modern guy. He would be living in a flat in Islington. You know, he'd be one of us. So I think that's what's so interesting about him, is that he does represent the period, and hopefully shows how far modern men and women like ourselves have come since then.
I hope so. I know she's very determined, and I have to say I probably have been pretty determined in sticking with the idea of this film for such a long time, because I really was hoping that this film would come to the screen, and it's been several years in the making. And also, I really relate to the theme that she really does, listen to her instincts, and I think that to me is really inspiring. Not to worry about social conditioning or what society puts on you, or any labels that people put on you, but to really, listen to who you are in your soul, and not be afraid to be who you really are.
How was it to work with this director?
Oh, she's terrific. What I like is she's very strong. She's been wanting to do this for such a long time. She knows everything there is to know about him, so that if you've got a question, she's got an answer for you. She's always very comforting as an actor, because then you can choose whether you take that point of view or do something else. But as long as your director knows what's going on, it's you feel free. So that was lovely. She's just a really great person. She's a great person.
Absolutely incredible. I'm very proud. I'm very happy. My family are here tonight. Gugu Mbatha-Raw's family are here tonight. Many of my cast family are here tonight, and this is where we really get to show what all the work has been about, what we've been striving so hard for. My girlfriends have said to me, I haven't seen you for 3 years, and now they get to see why, and this is incredible.
I play John Davinier, who's a young lawyer, or wants to be a young lawyer, under the tutelage of Lord Mansfield, played by Tom Wilkinson, who's trying to change the slave trade laws at the time, and he meets Dido Belle, and they fall in love. The rest I'll leave to the audience to go and see and work out what happens.
How much were you familiar with that part of history before you started filming?
Not at all, which is kind of shameful. One, because it's an English story, an English-based story, and two, because you would think that because she's in high society, you'd be more likely to know about this story, and so I'm rather ashamed, really, as we all are, but now we know, and where this is one story, there will be legion stories, which maybe will start to be uncovered now, and won't just be on the sort of biography channel or something like that. There'll be proper living, breathing drama, that you can enjoy.
That it's really cool. I mean, especially Hong Kong cinema. Yeah, I mean, I studied film in school, and know that China has a long history of cinema. I actually know a really interesting fact that China had a self-sustaining domestic film market, and no American film could penetrate the market until Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a very exciting period of time to be part of a canon of films that are exploring different perspectives on the slave trade. I think that what really makes Belle is a very, very different film from 12 Years a Slave. Yeah. And it definitely deals with the British perspective on the slave trade, which hasn't really been seen in movies so far, and not just the British perspective, but also a female perspective. Yeah. And not only a female perspective, but a woman of mixed heritage. So her position is very ambiguous and complex. And I think it's very romantic and witty and shows the high society that benefited from slavery. So I think it's a new perspective.
Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. But we shot a lot in the Isle of Man, which is a very strange place. I'm Australian, so it was I felt very even more removed from home filming there. But yeah, we went for some long walks on the coastals.
You know what, I really, really hope so, and what we mustn't forget, whenever we come across this kind of thing, we think of the person who's doing it at the time, but what we have to remember is that there were people that came before that opened the doors so that Gugu and I could step through, and each one lift one, so when we walk through, it's very important that we're holding that, we're wrenching that door open to make sure not just black people, and not just black women, but women, people can follow in our footsteps and create a diversity of projects. I mean, how boring is it in a world where only people who look exactly the same way, who come from exactly the same gender, and who are roughly exactly the same age get to tell all the stories that are out there? It's ridiculous. And when you think about it like that, I think sometimes in 200 years, will all human beings be looking back at this period and think, oh my God, they're so archaic? So it's about moving this forward for everybody.
Do you have any specific moments from set that you will really carry with you?
The one I always talk about selfishly is that where I only had 15 minutes to do a scene in the carriage, and we had to get it done because that was the lamps would have been pulled at the end of that, and you just get it done, and actually there's something about that challenge which is quite nice. You just go, oh well, this is it, dive. And you get it done. And actually, if you'd spent longer on it, it wouldn't necessarily have been better. It was kind of, it's like target practice. It's good.
What was the cast like? What was the atmosphere kind of like on set?
I mean, it was incredible. We're all so proud of the film, and we all loved the movie. So everyone really put their heart and soul into it, and we got along so well. And I made some friends for life, So
hopefully, it has something relevant to say and resonant today, the story of sort of self-discovery and whatever race, creed or colour a woman or a person finding themselves in the world. So I'm hoping that first and foremost it's a lovely piece of entertainment that we all can enjoy, and hopefully has some subtext and really interesting messages and themes.
I don't know, I like the countryside. I don't know, I like mountain climbing, I don't know.
How do you feel today?
I feel incredible. I mean, I'm hearing the music from my film. This is Rachel Portman's incredible music. This is a woman who, when I was putting the story together and when I was putting the film together, I prayed and hoped would like the film enough to be able to write the music for my film. And here I am today at the premiere with this blasting. It's fantastic. And in my home city.
What was your reaction to, did you say, when you first saw the painting?
It was, what is that about, again? Who is that very ambiguous person who is either an equal or a visitor or, hold on, she doesn't look like a servant, she's definitely not a slave. And so just looking and researching and finding out more about who that woman was, who the white woman was too, which was obviously her sister, or an adopted sister, and they were raised together. And then also about the painting and how it was so unique for its time, because normally there were servants and slaves portrayed, or sort of figures of fun. And then just then looking into the whole legacy and the family history. And I think what we've done with it is all inspired by that portrait and that woman and the family who took her in.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? I mean, Gugu in the dress that she's in, you know, that moment, that is the first moment in history when a woman like herself was in that world. I think the painting is so incredible. The moment a black person was allowed to look out and not up towards their white master, it really represents this moment, you know, this kind of wonderful moment in history, yeah.
What were you wearing in the film? Because it's a costume.
Like corsets and beautiful fabrics, and mostly they were from a costume house. I think there were a couple of made costumes as well. Of course, you can't take them home with you, but they're very, very beautiful, and they really help you with your bearing in the period. They're really helpful, as is the makeup and or non-makeup and the hair, to make you feel part of that society.
What are we wearing? Stockings, little like shorts. I've got a ponytail wig on.
Anything you've adopted since?
No, I was very happy to get it all off, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you have some memorable moments from working with the set and the cast and everything?
I mean, I have some great memories. I have some memories of working with my assistant, and one of my rituals was always to blast out music as early as I could in my trailer in the morning to get myself pumped up for the day. Seeing Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who plays the title role, and Sarah Gadon appear every day in those incredible dresses, and just like every bit the 18th century woman that I had hoped and prayed that they would look, and that I was so proud to be able to put on the screen. And I have memories of working with lovely Tom Felton. I have some sad memories because my father died during the making of the movie, and you know, for me it was about continuing and not even taking a breath to stay home and grieve and mourn. But I have memories of my cast, you know, and my crew coming together to envelope me in their love so that we could continue to tell this story and bring it to the screen. So I have some incredible memories.
What's next for you?
Next I have Learner Show Fix the Riot Club, and Yanda Mansion 71 is coming out shortly, I think in September, and Susanna Beer's Serena.
Do you think it's a special experience when you know that it's based on a true story? Making a film?
Well, I always think life is stranger than fiction, so you know, it just gives more meat. You know, if you made it up, you wouldn't have believed it.
That's it from us. You've been watching The Fan Carpet. Remember to follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you at the next premiere.
You break every rule when it matters enough, Papa. I am the evidence.